So yes, beginning in a restorative posture today, kind of tilting up a bolster. You can have a blanket on top, and it's a beautiful rainy day, like I said, just kind of guiding us into our practice, taking our cues from nature. We can power down right now. I'd gotten a message from Con Ed that said we're expecting power outage in your area. So let's just allow ourselves to kind of power down. And just power into ourselves. Connect to ourselves. And relaxing the face. Scanning the body and noticing, are we holding our shoulders where they are? Or can we let them rest down? Where can we release that power and release that effort to let the body relax? So scanning the body and really spending some time, giving yourself some time, because there might be places that you don't even think about. Mine is often, sometimes when I close my eyes, I still kind of squint. If I'm thinking about something fun, like I get excited and squint my face. Just relaxing the face, relaxing the palms, but scan your bodies. Just check out the landscape within and without. And after that body scan, imagine yourself sinking into loving kindness. And scanning from the toes all the way to the crown of the head, saying to yourself as you scan, may I be filled with loving kindness. Allow yourself to be enveloped in loving kindness. And scanning from the toes to the crown of the head again, filling that scan with the words, may I be safe from inner and outer dangers. Not only do we have the melody of the breath today, but perhaps the melody, some raindrops on the windows, or the dripping of the gutter. Just invite that into your space. And just like the rain trickles on the window or on the grass or on the freshly planted crocus bulbs, May loving kindness trickle over us. Scanning from the toes to the crown of the head. May I be well. May I be well. Scan from the toes to the crown of the head. May I have peace. Allow every fiber of your being to be filled with peace. As we rest in a restorative posture, our body that is constantly scanning our environment to detect whether we are being threatened or whether we are safe. As we nestle into this restorative nest of blankets and loving kindness, know that the body is detecting that peace. That it's sending a signal of peace to the brain, which then sends a signal to every cell in the body of peace. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be safe from inner and outer dangers. May I be well. May I have peace. Let's breathe in nice and deep. And then exhale long and steady. And then gently kind of rolling over off the bolster so we can sit up. And there's no rush to sit up. And we're going to bring our bolster with us once we get seated. So just a couple more restorative postures. You can either keep your soles of your feet together, bring the bolster kind of around to the front, and then let your forehead rest on your bolster, just like this. That's one option. Feet together. You can also let your legs be straight and then just stack a bunch of pillows and bolsters and then just rest your head on the stack of pillows. And rest your arms anywhere that feels comfortable. And once you get nice and nestled in, again, just scan from toe to head and offer that loving kindness into your space. And allow everything to settle forward and down. That forehead that rests on the bolster, or if it rests on the cushions, it's signaling to that pineal gland to function, to activate. And that supports us in producing melatonin and healthy sleep patterns. So rest and relax into that forehead as well, noticing that point of contact, the pillows. Resting in surrender and resting in this loving kindness. And then on an exhale, gently lifting the head from the bolsters, the cushions, and bringing the head up. Maybe move a pillow off to the side. Then bring a pillow down on the mat where you can kind of place your calves on the cushion or the bolster, or it can be behind the knees. And then lower yourself down onto your back. So your legs are going to be supported. Maybe cover yourself with a pillow as you roll down. And then something that's really nice is when you get onto your back with those calves and knees supported, place a pillow on your chest and just give yourself a hug. Just wrap your arms around that pillow. And just rest here, maybe grabbing the wrist with the opposite hand. Just feel yourself in this warm embrace. And perhaps you scan the body. And you offer, may I be filled with loving kindness. Feel that support beneath the legs and the embrace across the heart. If you notice any tension or nervousness in the body, just bring your awareness there. Maybe just ask it, what do you need? What do you need? And just bring that into your space and offer that. So one more breath in. And then exhale. Let's set that cushion over to the side. The one that we were hugging. Put the pillow to the side. And then maybe bring the hands to the head and rub your head a little bit, a little scalp massage. Then let's hug our knees into our chest. And if you're covered in a blanket, it's kind of nice to keep that blanket over the legs and hug them in. Mm-hmm. And then we'll inhale and send those legs to the sky. Keep that blanket over the feet. And then it kind of looks like, if we look on our screen, we've got a lot of Halloween costume, those easy ghost costumes to make. Our afternoon slumber party, let those legs reach for the sky. Maybe placing a hand on the heart and a hand on the stomach. Then let's bring the knees into the chest. Hug the right leg in. Send the left leg long. And maybe just with that left foot, move that bolster to the side so the left leg can come to the ground. And the right knee into the chest. And then with that right knee into the chest, the left leg long, let the right knee fall over to the right side. And you can bring that right hand to the right knee, just cradling the knee and the hand. The right hip opens just a little bit. Now let's exhale, bring that right knee across the left leg. So the right knee kind of comes over towards the left side of the mat, maybe to the floor. And melt into this twist. The left leg is long, the right knee is bent and over that left leg. The arms can be out to the side or maybe on the body. Scanning for any messages in the body. And if there's a message of tension or nervousness, or maybe it's a message of deep relaxation, you can just be with the sensation, maybe ask it, what do you need? And then fill your space with that provision. Now bring that right knee kind of back to the middle, bring the hips back to the ground. And let's send our legs to the sky again. You can hug the knees into the chest before you do if you want. With the blanket still on the legs, on the feet, just because it feels so nice. Let those feet come to the sky. And then whenever you're ready, send the right leg long and lower that left knee. Pull the left knee into the chest. The right leg is long. Hug the left knee in. And then when you're ready, let that left knee kind of drape out to the side, the left hand cradling the left knee. I actually have both my hands on that knee. Let it drop out to the side, open the hips just a little. And let's exhale. Bring that knee across the body. You can keep the left knee out to the side as long as you want. If you're ready, you can bring that left knee across the body. Our little reclined twist. Just powering down within ourselves. And then when you're ready, bring the left knee kind of back to center. The low back meets the floor. Let's hug both knees into the chest. And we'll pause here, hugging both knees into the chest, rocking side to side, if that's what our body's calling for. Just resting with our knees hugged in. When we hug our knees in and we do our gentle twists, it supports our body in digesting experiences. So we're resting and we're nestling in to loving kindness. And it's a beautiful environment to create and space to create for our body to get nourishment from our experiences. So these shapes support us, support the physical body, the subtle body in doing that. And we have this undercurrent of loving kindness. So it's a pretty sweet space for our body to operate in. Let's gently roll over to one side and pause on one side. And then gently pressing up to a seated, or not a seated, a tabletop. And when you get there, keep that blanket draped over you. So maybe that means you kind of sit up and you kind of bring that blanket over your back. And then find that tabletop. And yeah, in that tabletop, let's just kind of rock forward and rock back. Maybe we begin to move over to the right and then back over to the left, just little circles, as if our heart had a little kind of beam or a marker, and we're just drawing a circle with our heart on our mat. You can loosen the elbows a lot. You can keep the arms straight if that feels good. And then we'll switch directions. Again, that heart creating a circle on our mats below. Now bring those shoulders over the wrists. Let's walk our hands forward. So we're coming into our puppy pose so that knees are underneath the hips. You can rest the arms down. Maybe you bring the hands, so you kind of grab opposite elbows and you rest your forehead on your arms. The heart melting down, or you can keep those arms in front and the head coming down to the floor. And just feel that loving kindness trickle over you like rain, washing down your back, cascading like a waterfall. And maybe if your energy calls for it, you lift the head just enough to look at the hands. Bring the arms out if they were brought in. You can rock the hands over to one side and then sink your head down between the arms. And rest in this space. We never know what we're going to find when we practice yoga. We never know what's going to bubble up. We never know how it's going to feel. So just lean into this shape, lean into all the possibilities of our practice. And breathe in. And then exhale, glance up at the hands. And if you had your hands on one side, walk them over to the other side. Then sink your heart and your head down. Now on a breath in, savor the last breath here. And then we'll walk our hands to the middle. And then maybe you come onto your stomach and then you make your way to your back. Or maybe you kind of move up, you press up, come to a seat, and then roll onto your back. So now we're going to find our shavasana. So this is where we can build that nest. Be getting creative with whatever pillows or props. Imagine that mat, that blanket beneath you is a bed of loving kindness. We're going to make our bed in loving kindness. This space for our body to find rest. If you have a clean sock or a clean sweatshirt on, or a hood on your shirt, it's kind of nice to cover the eyes. If you even have an eye pillow, cover those eyes. And we're going to power down even more in this shavasana. Scanning from toe to head and head to toe. Arranging anything for this outer landscape that is our body. to find ultimate physical relaxation. And the breath to settle that inner landscape. And finding rest. Allowing wellness and peace to trickle down like rain. This safety from inner and outer dangers to flood over us. And that buoyancy of loving kindness to keep us afloat. Now beginning to bring some awareness to the breath by simply visualizing the breath coming in the left nostril and exhaling it out the right nostril. Inhale in the right nostril and gently visualize it leaving out the left nostril. Inhaling in the left, exhaling out the right. Inhaling in the right, exhaling out the left. Inhaling in the left, exhaling out the right. Inhaling in the right, and then exhale out the left. Now bringing to mind someone that you love very much. Maybe it's a pet, person. And say to that person or pet, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be well. May you have peace. And then bringing to mind someone that you know just from being out and about in the neighborhood or the community. And to that person, say, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be well. May you have peace. And now bringing to mind someone with whom perhaps you have a disagreement or you find the relationship challenging. Maybe it's an ideology or an organization. And to that entity, that person, organization, whatever it may be, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be well. May you have peace. You're welcome to stay nestled in that nest of loving kindness. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Namaste.